So, what happens when the stakes are high and emotions run strong? Today, we're going to dive into a powerful framework that can transform how we approach this moment.
Making it safe. It is a critical skill that allows you to step out of the conversation's content and reveal a secure environment for dialogue, enabling honest discussion about almost anything with anyone.
It is defined not by how comfortable you feel, but by whether meaning is flowing honestly and respectfully.
Like we hear it and we talk about all these wonderful ways to get through these crucial conversations, but yet in practice, we're not putting it in play. I watched today 2 people hold their position very steadfast and not look for mutual purpose and not look to seek, mutual respect. And it was really hard to watch.
It is a lot harder to see the early warning signs that the conversations is starting to head off the rails. But if you learn to watch for and notice those early signs, it is so much easier to course correct.
Body language. You can tell that they don't want to speak. Maybe they're not looking at you. They're looking at on a different way, or their hands. Even their hands, they're like holding their hands. You can see that this person doesn't want to really talk. If you have them in front of you, of course, verbally speaking, you don't have a lot, but physically you do.
Yes, absolutely. Changing the topic, those behaviors that
Withdrawing
were
from the conversation.
expressions.
Yeah,
So it might involve using sarcasm, sugarcoating their thoughts, generally understating what they truly believe.
As soon as you start feeling that you're already involved in that crucial conversation, but something must have happened physically before you're in that place. Before you reacted, something must have triggered in your body, and the exercise was stop for a second. And how do you feel? What do you feel? Do you feel something in your stomach? Do you feel something in your hands? Where do you feel it? Once you recognize it, you will be able to. You don't need math for that. It's all cognitive. You have it in you.
So suggesting that when you notice communication has moved away from dialogue, you should do something to make it safer. So the important thing is when you made a mistake that hurt others or clearly violated respect, you must start with a sincere apology. Let's put enough trust on the word sincere. So an apology isn't just about saying I'm sorry. It's more on expressing sorrow for your role in causing pain or difficulty. So it's about taking responsibility. To be sincere, your motives must change, requiring you to give up saving face, being right or winning, and sacrifice your ego by admitting error. So this sacrifice is rewarded with healthy dialogue and better results. But for some people, why is it hard to say sorry?
Right.
Ego?
Because of ego.
Ego. Yeah.
Lack of empathy.
Saying sorry, like you're
Yeah.
accepting that you're wrong.
They're self-centered.
When you apologize, you essentially cede some power to the persons you wronged. Then they have the power to accept your apology, withhold forgiveness, or even use it against you.
Does it work if I say I'm sorry for being always right?
No.
Oh. I think that practice is hard, right? Because as I see this example, I see how in my mind the fastest response could be option A. Like, hey, like why do I have to restore safety? You are the one coming into me saying that your work is important, but it's part of me also being humble and understand that someone has to, like, I also have to put my part into the dialogue, the crucial conversation. It's not, I cannot just be waiting for others to say what I want to hear.
Maybe we know the goal. We know what we want. We want that. We are always looking to whatever is in the client's best interest. That's for a fact. Maybe what is missing there is the emotions are running strong. We need to control the emotions because we want the same goal. It's just that we see things in different way.
Like if we have maybe figure a way to figure steps that once we feel like this is a crucial conversation, we should follow this, and that in our mind. I guess this will ease it up. Because by the time you know that you are in the crucial conversation, you're already clouded. Like you barely can figure out what is the best approach. Okay, I need to do this. Now he's saying this. Everything is changing continuously because you are within the conversation. So I think like figuring maybe 5-10 steps that we should follow. Like first thing, focus on purpose. Ask what our purpose of this conversation. Like, this should be the first step. Then the second step, okay, I understand your frustration, for example, your emotions. I understand all of these stuff. Now let's get back to the conversation. Let's put it in a frame that where we actually gonna be walking towards that purpose. I guess those should be the first 2 steps.
Absolutely, Will. I think as soon as you see a crucial conversation happening, we need to first identify purpose. We need to first identify goals right up front. Otherwise, we're both talking about who knows what, and we could be going in separate directions, and we're never going to collaborate and never get to a result.
So, in making it safe is about creating a safe space for meaning to flow freely. So, by mastering the 4 skills, which is sharing intent, apologizing, contrasting, and creating mutual purpose, you can navigate difficult discussions more effectively. And when you can build and restore safety, almost any topic can be discussed, leading to better decisions, stronger relationships, and improved results in areas of life. And it can reduce the lag time between identifying the problems and resolving them by mastering the crucial communication skills. So that's it.